So I just want to show you, we got the solar system set up on the shipping container. Let me just, here's the app that I've been basically watching. Today it went up to, I think it says our peak was 900 watts. It's a 1,000 watt system, 910 watts. Right now it's at 625 watts, and so far today it's produced 2.34 kilowatt hours, and it's 2:30, so we've still got probably another couple hours. Probably get about another kilowatt hour out of it, I would think, if we're running at 600. And I probably missed, I think, roughly another kilowatt hour this morning. So to me, it looks like we can produce about 4 kilowatt hours a day with the 4 panels, basically. So if I throw the other 2 panels on there, I would think that I could bump that up to about 6 kilowatt hours a day. And it's January 15th. So the sun's not really high in the sky or anything like that. So what I'm going to do here in a few minutes is cover that up. I have a piece of metal. And again, there's my schematic right here. You know, which cables go with which things and which battery terminals and all that kind of stuff. Here's I'm going to just show you again. So the batteries are up in here. Let's see if I put this thing up here. You can see everything's all wired in here. And this is kind of conditioned space indoors, so its temperature is going to stay decent. It does freeze in here, but these have a BMS. Again, here's the bolts that I put here in the system on the board to hold it up. I don't know, that the inverter is the heavy part. It weighs I don't know, 10 or 20 pounds or something like that. So it's leaning up against that other wall. It has 3 3/8-inch bolts in it. I think that's going to be enough to make it work. So that's a 3,000 watt inverter there. You can see in there, there's a circuit breaker. And then this is just the negative post. This probably isn't that great of a way to do that, but I'll cover this up a little bit better. Here's our controller, and it's working great. It's 100 amp, and actually I think it's 150 amp. It's 1,000 volt. It's 100 volts. But anyway, it's all set up, and then over here, I have this cable that comes out of it, and I've hooked it up to XT90 connector here. To me, XT90 means that it's DC here. I'm going to do all this on all of our wiring, all the DC that's not 12 volts. So it's over 12 volts. That's this. I'm not sure how many volts this is kicking out, but it's being converted down through this step down or buck, what do they call this? DC to DC converter. And I actually used it to charge up my river, and it charged it up 100% pretty fast. So it's working great. Everything's great. I'm super excited about this. It just, in all honesty, it gave me like, move this out here. It actually gave me a sense of independence, just knowing like, wow, you know, now I'm producing enough electricity that, and I actually ran my baseboard heater for a little while. That uses about 1,300 watts. And when that was running, it was like 1330, 1335 or something like that. When that was running, then my inverter would kick on, the fans on the inverter would kick on, because it was just it's a pretty serious load. And but other than that baseboard heater, I never heard the inverter turn on. So that's a pretty good load. But I'm excited about it because it actually, like I'm saying, it gives me some independence to know that I can be out here. And I mean, 15th of January, I'm producing more energy than I can even possibly use. And I can keep my battery pack charged up. I can charge up all my tools. I've got, you know, a pretty crude setup right now. this is day one, so I'm charging my laptop here, and I'm charging one of my battery tools, and I could bring maybe a better charger for my battery packs, for my battery powered tools. But I've been out here for 3 days, and all my batteries for my tools are all uncharged now. I've used them all up, and you know, without something like this, I just don't have any way. I need to go back home and charge everything. But now, with the solar system, everything's set up. I can stay out here for days and days at a time. And the other thing that I'm kind of excited about is I still have everything. The system will be perfect for 2 more solar panels. I have the solar panels. I have everything to get them set up. It's just kind of getting late in the day, and I figure it'll take me, I don't know, 2 to 4 hours basically to set up those other 2 solar panels. And I'm actually kind of tired, and so I don't want to try to get that going and have another big project. If I were staying another day, then I could probably do that. But as it is, I'll just save it for another day. When I get here, I'll get here early, get the panels up there. They're heavy, they're hard to handle, and make sure I have all the connectors I need. And we'll put another couple panels on there, and we'll be off to the races. So I'm really excited about it, and I'll keep you updated.